Hi everyone, and welcome to Christmas in July. Each day this month I'm going to be decorating a vintage playing card. Now these are special playing cards that I've had in my stash for many years, and I actually have a collection of several vintage Christmas playing cards, and I decided to go ahead and have this July challenge to decorate these cards and play along with you. I'm going to give you a prompt every single day, and today's prompt is Poinsettia. Now, if you signed up for this challenge ahead of time, you should have received a ephemera sheet, which has several of the prompts that I'm going to be sharing with you this month. If you didn't sign up, you can pick up this ephemera sheet over in my shop, and I'll leave links below. You can also pick up some vintage playing cards if you want to decorate some along with me. So what I did is I went ahead and dug into my Christmas stash, and I pulled out some items that I thought would work for this poinsettia theme. I found this red and white washi tape, and I thought it would be great to go ahead and add to the edges. My focal point obviously is going to be my poinsettia, and I'm using that vintage slide piece, which will be the frame for it right in the middle of the card. When placing the washi tape, I decided to make sure that I still showed the letter or the alphabet on the card. I wanted to keep this looking like a vintage playing card and not necessarily decorate the entire part of the card, because I still want that to show through. So I'm basically placing the washi tape right before the A on both sides. Now remember, the the vintage playing card that I'm using does have a Santa sitting down, and you have to make sure that you pay attention to the direction of your Santa on the other side. So when you are decorating your card, be sure to make sure that it is going in the direction that you need it to go, and you don't decorate the opposite side upside down. Alright, so once I have my washi tape in place, I went ahead and I got some of my walnut stain, and I'm just adding some walnut stain to this slide. This is a vintage slide, and I do have these available in the shop. Now, most of my planning happens before I actually turn on the camera. I do go through my Christmas stash, my ephemera, my washi tape, my stickers, and I just start pulling things out that I think might work. I actually have a big pile of Christmas ephemera sitting right next to me that I will be using throughout my series, but I picked out these pieces specifically for the theme of this card. Now, as you see, I went ahead and I glued down this slide, but I had forgotten that I picked this little piece of ephemera. So while the glue is still wet, I went ahead and I lifted up that slide so I could. The slide was easy enough to lift off because I had just placed it down, and now I'm going to go ahead and place this piece of ephemera right in the middle, and then that slide is going to go right on top of that. I wanted to have the special delivery message underneath the slide, so I'm going to place this perfectly so that way you will see that. The 4 for 25-cent ephemera piece that I'm going to be using in a minute is from one of the Tim Holtz Christmas sets that I have in my stash. I have several pieces of ephemera that I have stamped out or cut out, and I keep it all with my Christmas stash so that way I can use it year after year. I stamped out several of these little images because I love this 4 for 25-cent label, and I knew I would be using it every Christmas. So I have several of these already stamped out and cut, ready to go. I went ahead and I added some of my walnut stain, and then I added a little bit of glue to put right on top of this vintage slide, which just fits perfectly. And then once I have that little piece glued on, as you can see, my poinsettia, which is my focal point, is going to fit perfectly right in the middle. Now, with my focal point in place, the only thing I had left to do was to add a little sentiment. I do have some of those black sentiments on the left side of the screen here, and I chose to use the sentiment Comfort and Joy. I think any one of those sentiments would have worked, but I just loved how this fit right on the red and white washi tape, and it was a perfect size for this card. So that's it. That's how easy this challenge is going to be each day this month. I hope that you decide to play along and decorate Christmas playing cards with me each day. and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Now remember, if you want to get your own vintage Christmas cards, you can find them over in the shop, and I will leave links below. And if you want to get your own ephemera sheet with some of these prompts, I will have that linked for you as well. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by today, and we'll see you tomorrow.